Long time no see there, Outlaws. Here's a quick YouTube down and dirty for y'all. In real life, it's been kind of a little bit busy. I've been addressing the mental health bit with a professional and kind of amended the medication I'm on. Computer's been a little intermittently funky lately, and I bit the bullet and purchased some much-needed PC cleaning and maintenance software that's a little overdue for this aging last-gen machine. Speaking of donations, a generous $100 donation made by Brother Hal made the rig you see before you possible today. Boy, is this fantastic compared to what I had before. It's nice having a good pop filter and, an updated windsock and shock mount. I mean, this is great. I love it. I mean, I'm no Larry King, but hey, this is better. It means I don't have to sit there and jink with my setup as much, and it reduces the noise. I'm sure you hear the fan in the background, but that's because it's summer and it's hot, so deal with it, folks. It's hot. I'm still playing some Destiny 2, and despite a significant extension on the current season, which really isn't all that bad since Season of Arrivals doesn't actually suck, apart from the removal of skill-based matchmaking and the ongoing battle against cheaters that even Common Carl can encounter in Playlist Crucible. But yeah, I'm still playing some Destiny 2, and I'll do some streams on that here down the road. Today, the 4th of August, try not to think of any other horrible anniversaries that it is, such as 175 years ago. We'll talk about that later. Maybe on a stream tonight, we'll see. We're kicking off the summer event in Ryza on Star Trek Online, and there's this funky yacht-like weather control Ryzen ship. It's pretty dope, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. You could tell the artist who designed it put a lot of labor and love into this thing, so I'm really stoked to start streaming that. Speaking of Star Trek Online, there's new Klingon content that some of y'all probably missed, didn't see on the streams because I've been streaming late, working on a second shift. The new content's pretty fantastic. The new Klingon customization is really good. They look a lot better. The skin texturing is a lot better. STO just continues to improve, and if you're a Trekkie, give the game a shot. It's not the best MMO out there, but it's not the worst game by any means, so it's definitely worth a shot if you like Star Trek at all. Also, another generous donation just might justify me pulling the trigger on the Ultimate Romulan bundle, wink wink, to roll a fresh Riemann Miracle Worker character using the new T-less refit Warbird, which is super sexy. You know which one I'm talking about if you've seen Picard, by the way. It's that old style Warbird with that center saucer and the wings and stuff on the. And it's gorgeous. It's been refit and it looks just super cool. In other gaming news, I'm sure you heard by now that the DualShock 4 controller will not work on PlayStation 5 games. Those of us having been gamers since the Atari 2600 are over here like, well, no shit, Sherlock. Just be happy you can use the controller at all. And be happy that you can play your PS4 games on the PS5. Okay? If anything, that's only encouraged me to get the PlayStation 5 when it drops this holiday. I can still play my old games. It's got a new controller with all this haptic sense stuff on it. It's awesome. It's like your iPhone, but it's in a controller shaped like a PS5 controller, which is super comfortable. Who am I kidding? I'm only getting it for Horizon 2. Patreon is in a bit of a tough spot right now, as they sued 72 of known alt-right hate speaker Owen Benjamin fans. That then backfired in California courts. They now have to pony up the dough for arbitration for those fans, something upwards of like $10,000 a pop for them, and other fees. Ooh. Which could put them in a sticky situation moving forward. Patreon's not an Amazon. They're not Twitch. They're not Yahoo. They're not even Yahoo. Yahoo's not even what it was, but Patreon depends on 5% of what we patrons make to keep themselves afloat. And now that they're dealing with having to pay arbitration costs for former Patreon supporters, as well as dealing with other supporters leaving the platform for various other reasons, that could put that generous 5% take in jeopardy. And that just might drive more people off the platform, myself included. Speaking of Patreon, Brother Hal has upped his pledge to $10 a month, so I want to take the time to recognize his support on top of his already generous donation last month. There's all kinds of ways to support me, by the way. You can drop a like, drop a sub on this channel. drop a Patreon pledge, even though we don't know what Patreon's future is, but until it changes, by all means, I'll take the Patreon pledges where I can get them. Plus, it gets you access to my Discord channel, which is growing. And there's even my Twitch. Like, I have a PayPal donation link that you can find on my Twitch channel. I'm not going to give a direct link because I don't want to lose monetization on this channel one day. With an upgraded iPhone 11 for improved camera quality, thanks to Anya Jade, and the significant improvements on microphone accessories, thanks to Brother Howell, there should be a considerable amount of new content on the way this month and beyond. I've got lots to talk about, lots of things we can catch up on. There's Cyberpunk 2077 that I'm probably going to speak ad nauseum about until the game comes out in November on my birthday. gift. But as always, feel free to let me know what you want to see on the channel, and I'll be happy to accommodate in any way I can. But until then, Outlaws, keep quick drawing on slack jaws. Peace.